We continue our Black History Month pieces throughout the month of February. Today, we honor a man who made history. In 2010, Mike Wright became the first African American diver to win a U.S. national championship title at Winter Nationals. The now University of South Carolina head diving coach takes us back to an inspiring moment at his alma mater, the University of Tennessee.
Specifically, a coach, Courtney Miller, he's at Howard University. And to the best of my knowledge, he was the first African American diving coach, Division I diving coach at the highest level, Division I athletics, and kind of inspired me because a few years ago I was judging a conference competition in Knoxville, and he was the coach. And I took this photo, and it was him coaching. It was an African American lifeguard, and it was one of his African American divers. And it was just kind of this moment of like, man, like we've really progressed in this sport, and not just diving, but aquatics. I like to shine a light on that because he's kind of an inspiration to me of like, hey, he's a head coach at a Division I level, and he's climbed that ladder as an athlete within the sport himself. And to get to that point, it's like, oh, there are people of color that I can look up to, that I can aspire to be like.
Coach Wright believes our sport can continue to grow with exposure and accessibility.
There's a lot of coaches out there who are really inspiring to grow as a sport, to bring exposure to the sport. And I'm trying to think, there's a lot of areas that really the exposure is what we need, and in our sport of diving in general, but especially to kids who maybe, it's easy to pick up a basketball, it's easy to pick up a baseball. But when you look at swimming and diving, the pool accessibility, where can I get on a diving board? Who knows diving? Who can, coach me in diving? The exposure of our sport is kind of where we need to start, and I think that's where it can really take off.
So, what is Coach Wright's philosophy? Setting the bar high and leading by example.
It's been a fun experience. I'm here maybe about 3 months now over at South Carolina, and again, it's the program's given me an opportunity to kind of take control and grow, but lead by example, and I think it's making an impact for the youth.
Our Black History Month pieces continue to roll on. Next up, we check in on Manny Pollard at the University of Texas. For USA Diving, I'm Natalie Calbat-Witten.